Welcome to the episode of the Fan Man Podcast. I'm DJ Gove.
Chris Davis.
Sean Hogarty.
People.
Ooh, you got a little low there. Sean Hogarty.
I'm a beaten down man, Chris. It's been a month since we've recorded. Last time we recorded all together, we were at your house. It was like July 4th weekend, I think.
Mm-hmm.
You guys released an episode since talking about Thor. I haven't listened to the last bit of it because I have yet to see Thor. Didn't want to get spoiled.
It'll be on streaming soon.
Yeah, well, I will see it at some point, but I've had other shit going on.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we actually have like some pinpoint things to talk about this week. So, first off, it was two of the greatest runs in American pop culture history came to an end since the last time we talked. I'm not sure if it's for the same reason, but it's very possible they could be for the same reason. Sean no longer pulls Detective Comics, and Vincent Kennedy McMahon retired from WWF.
Right, Detective and Batman.
And Batman.
Two independent series.
No more comics for snacks.
Well, I mean...
No more continuous comics for snacks.
Yeah. My Batman and Detective runs. Batman ends with issue 125, which is, of course, the first issue of Zdarsky's new run, which I'm sure is fantastic.
Volume 7?
No, it's still they're in volume 4 or whatever.
4? Okay.
3 or 4. It's whatever. We're still post Rebirth, so that's only volume 3. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And then Detective Comics is nominally back to volume 1, though it's actually volume 3. But yeah, my last issue of Detective is 1061, and of Batman volume 3 is 125. And I have them both continuously back to about 1960. So it's pretty sad, but lost my job / got fired without cause. It's a whole big wonderful thing. It's been a year of awesome lessons learned.
Stupid pants in the cafeteria.
Yeah. It's really awesome to get paid a lot of money to then sit and get kicked in the balls and not be able to do your job and then get punished for it at the end of that year. It's been a good time.
Normally, I have to pay the money to get my balls kicked. So.
I was going to say, you pay extra for
that. Yeah, exactly.
Hopefully one day at the Planet of the Apes theme park.
That's
you just want your balls
few
kicked
episodes
by a
back.
monkey.
Yeah, by a monkey.
You know, it's funny, too, because I think it was...
Finally did it.
Yeah, it was like 2 or 3 episodes ago. You actually said, because you were talking about how, like, the variant cover thing was kind of weighing and dragging, and you said, like, you even said, like, it might be time soon.
Well, I was thinking about it, but literally all of a sudden, without much notice, not having income, kind of, I can't afford to drop $100 or $200 every couple weeks on my pull list. So I have very mixed feelings about it. Like, in a way, I'm relieved because I haven't cataloged one of my pickups in over a year.
I'm with you.
My local shop, the Hall of Comics, has been one of the highlights of my life. The guys, the store, and so I feel like I'm, I Johnny's probably listening. He normally does. I feel like I've, abandoned friends. I'm sure they're, they're like, okay, it's fine. We still have the Davis, but
much smaller.
In closing, Sean Hogarty's a horrible person, and Batman sucks.
Exactly.
Entire new location was based off your spend, and now.
No.
The whole industry.
Chris, we enjoyed you working there. Sorry.
Sorry, Chris. Yeah.
So let's talk about Vince McMahon before we delve into my.
Yeah, I was going to say, like, if anyone wants to, help Sean.
It sounds like he had a lot more fun on his run than I did on mine.
It depends what your idea of fun is.
That's a good point. Mine's probably not the same. And
if anyone, if anyone's listening now, and they are, there's tears being shed, and they're really sad for the end of Sean's comic book run, you can help them pick it back up by going to onlyfans.com/snacks and make a pledge.
Please don't go. I have no idea what that actually goes to.
Me neither.
Hope it's nothing.
Please
do not.
For an extra 10, I'll put them on the glass for you.
There you
go. It's no, you can help me actually.
You could probably just do yourself cataloging the detective books, and someone might actually be like,
"That's not a bad idea." Yeah. I could probably put on a Twitch channel of just my catalog, my comic cataloging.
I think I need Sean to be out of work for another 2-3 weeks, and then I'm going to get my shit cataloged because he's going to be bored. I'm just having him move into the spare room.
I don't think you can. You're going to put me up?
Bring a full run of Sandman with him?
You're going to house me and feed me. Yeah, but I still got to pay this mortgage.
Yeah.
Why? You got a place to live? Fuck him. Sorry, Jen.
The boy has a point.
That's a whole separate conversation. Yeah. Getting an early look at retirement is a whole different, a month with my family and 2+ weeks with my wife with no kids. It's it's a good look ahead into the future.
Sean will be on the side of I-95.
I was going to say, this could be interesting. Sean was the poster child for early retirement. He may die in the seat now. We're not sure.
I may never retire again.
He's going to go work on an oil rig in Alaska until he's freaking 80 to get out of the house.
No oil rigs. That said, if you are into comics and are looking for, some great ways to start your collection or fill it in, I have some very nice books. Feel free to reach out to me.
Yep.
Like an entire Sandman run?
I do have an entire Sandman run. I have that wonderful Jane Foster becomes Thor run of Thor.
Yep.
Every cover of that.
Batgirl New 52. Nice. Yeah, we'll have to figure something out.
Not you. You're not on the list of people who can buy comics from me.
I just need like 3 books.
I could do 3 books. Which ones?
I don't know. Batgirl #1. I don't know. I'll have to look.
Oh, I have some great Batgirl books. Yeah.
Yeah. No, nothing big. I don't need to be like. I don't want like your Jane Foster Thor #1 or anything crazy like that. Just little stuff. So we don't talk a lot of wrestling on the show, but it does. I think it needs to be mentioned that no matter why it happened, there's things are up in the air kind of, but. Vince McMahon retiring from wrestling is a huge deal.
Yeah.
If you're into anything popular or culture related.
I mean, I'd known his name for 40+ years.
Since you were a kid. Yeah.
Right. Yeah. As a non-wrestling guy, I still know that.
Everyone knows Vince McMahon. Yeah. Mm-hmm. I mean, and he,
I know his face.
Yeah.
Right? That's saying a lot. Yeah.
I mean, and this is the guy who created, some of the great names in sports history. Duke the Dumpster Droze, Papa Shango, the Red Rooster.
Heard of either.
He is in that top tier of creators. Like, people don't put him in that class with like a Stan and those guys. But think of the IP that he's created and the multi-billion-dollar industry he built up from this small little regional wrestling company.
Hulkamania, the Ultimate Warrior, Bret the Hitman Hart.
They're all his.
D-Generation X.
The Undertaker.
The Rock.
That whole,
The Rock.
Yeah.
He plucked The Rock. Just all he knew is, I knew your dad. Yep, and I know your bloodline. Let's take the kid and do something with it. And now he's,
he gave so many things for all of us.
He's probably gonna be the president one day.
But didn't pay me any hush money. So I feel kind of
it was a
violated.
horrible
because you don't put out as easily
job.
as other people. Make with the ass a little bit more than maybe.
There you go.
Debatable.
DJ told me that's why he's broke. He's trying to keep your ass.
No, and it was so nonchalant with like the Twitter thing too. But I just honestly I just never thought it would happen. I was like, the old man's he's gonna croak backstage one day. He was never gonna leave.
The real question is,
but you were always looking at it.
Yeah,
go ahead, Sean. Go ahead.
No, I was just say how many of that older generation of powerful, rich figures can withstand the current, lifelong inspection and all of a sudden instant landmine of life.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying they should. I just, it shouldn't be a surprise right now for us to tumble across something where somebody that has seemed to be untouchable, impenetrable, powerful, what have you, runs across a tripwire that they stepped on, a long time ago, but it's coming to light now.
Well, and they haven't even said that anything was done wrong. You're in the age of the multi-billion-dollar conglomerate with, he may be the number one shareholder, but he's not the only shareholder.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And when you have that kind of money, you can't look at this situation from the fans' point of view like, oh, Vince was going to run it forever. This was a business decision because you never even got to the end of the investigation
Nah.
where they just made it. And
There's nothing good
let's not
there,
kid. His
right?
daughter's running it. The
Yeah.
Rock's cousin or something is there in the other chair, you know?
It's a gift, honestly, right? I think, looking at, I don't want to work till I'm 70 or 80, right? But a lot of us humans, it's hard to step away from something when you're in a position of power or momentum, or you're just getting paid to do what you do.
And the crazy thing by all accounts is at 77 going on 78, he was still out working.
Oh,
He was the head of creative. He was at every show. He was...
Yeah.
Yeah, he was a beast. Complete beast.
He was...
Yeah.
No, he's flying private, but still. You're still flying
Yeah.
2 and 3
Flying
times a
private
week.
for efficiency and comfort, but efficiency, right? So he can do more, be more places.
Exactly.
so he
You're
can
still
probably
working on the plane in between
Yeah.
so
stops.
he can
Yeah.
work more. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he still had to. I mean, and it's for all those reasons why we purposely do not get rich and famous doing this show because we don't want to deal with the headache.
We
Really?
barely do the show. DJ.
Sean
Much to
doesn't want to have to
DK's
disclose
chagrin.
those hush money payments.
I don't hush very much.
I am actually spending the weekend with you guys, which is
Yeah, we got a pretty big weekend coming up. We can't really say what we're doing. I don't think.
The worst kept secret in the world. I think
Yeah.
only mods of certain groups shut that down. Everybody knows where we're going to be. Everybody
Well,
knows
if you
what's
guys say it
happening.
first, I'll say it. I still want to be
no,
the guy
well-
that says it. That's all.
No, the three of us plus longtime, from the start friend of the podcast, Stephen Griss. The four of us,
Yeah, that name.
Sean's Canadian twink.
for my Canadian twink / Canadian Jesus, through, we don't deserve anything. We've done nothing to earn this. We literally paid for an expensive membership
Speak for yourself.
in the
We're
Kevin
special.
Smith Club.
We're special. God damn it.
Well, one of
Special.
us is special. The other two of us are not special. But we're
tested.
going to record a podcast and eat a bunch of hummus and stuff at Kevin Smith's house this weekend, which is freaking awesome. If you've been listening to us, that's why we met. And so I'm really looking forward to it. Honestly,
Circle.
yeah, seeing Steven, I mean, I haven't seen the guy in like 3 years, right? No, I guess
That's
it's been
wild.
he was here 2.5 years ago for the whole the Chris Davis shirt extravaganza.
I think that was longer than that.
We
Yeah,
won't talk. We won't talk about
much
the.
longer because
We won't talk
It
about
was the
Canadian
very
Real Doll stuff
beginning
in
of
closet.
the. It was the very beginning.
oh wait,
of the,
Vulgarthon was 4 years ago, right?
Correct.
That was
Yep,
18.
correct.
Yeah, so that's when we met him. Yeah, so yeah, it's probably like 3.5 years ago. You're right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Well.
So we are the
he was
inaugural.
just a baby.
Inaugural,
Now he's a slightly older baby.
Baby.
yeah, that's true.
Yeah, he could still be my kid. So
He's seen one extra Marvel movie in the 3 years since we've seen him.
I'm not sure that's
he made it to the Dark World. That should put an end to that
maybe
for a while.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
think he's on the Roger Corman Fantastic Four. Yeah. So
yeah, we're getting
we-
together this weekend in Hollywood. Yeah.
yeah. So we are the inaugural entrance into the Golden Calf Club. I guess you can
Yes.
call it, right?
Yes. Representing the movie, blah blah blah.
Yep. That's gonna be
But-
fun. And Chris was nice enough to spot us some tickets, so we could go do some stuff on Friday night.
No, he didn't
Oh, no.
spot us. He
What are you
bought
talking
the
about?
tickets.
No, I
yeah.
mean-
No,
No,
I
I'm gonna-
bought 4 so I could have a table to myself.
Well, that's fair
Fuck
enough.
away. Those comedy clubs are tight.
Just
Like
FaceTime
laying
me
across the top of it like one of those naked
Just
geisha girls with
FaceTime me
sushi on.
in.
like the Baker Boys.
There you go. Slithering
I'm
across
just
the
trying to
tables
forward
towards the
to-
stage.
Last time the
Disturbing.
three of us went anywhere together was golf in Florida, Raccoon-ageddon,
Fucking
Yep.
cookies. Here we go again.
fucking cookies.
Raccoon.
So I'm really looking forward to seeing you guys in person. I haven't been to Los Angeles, for a few years.
Still smells
It's-
like piss.
Yeah, but the weather's awesome.
It'll
be it's gonna be nice to be out there, see you guys in
No,
person
it is.
Hey,
in a happy
let's-
place.
I mean, that stuff's fun and all. It's a fucking Golden Girls restaurant.
This is true.
Literally, there's a Golden Girls restaurant. We're going to see our boy Derek.
Yep.
Getting me some.
We should really
Sophia's
practice
lasagna.
our acapella presentation of "Thank You for Being a Friend."
I'm
just gonna let Chris sing it.
Yes. I also have assembled what I feel is the most amazing outfit for dinner on Friday night too. I'm very excited
God.
about it.
It's because we shamed him and told him he shouldn't go in costume Saturday.
I was never going to. No.
I have no idea what I'm wearing because I
Going with nothing
just
but a
don't
cocktail.
care. That is
With a chain
probably
attached to your
not.
wallet that's in between your
Yeah.
ass cheeks.
There is some value in
See,
that
he's there.
In the,
He's
image.
almost
Yeah,
there.
and the
almost
funny thing is, it's downtown Hollywood. No one would fucking notice.
Nobody's
This
gonna
is-
blink. We'll hit up Josh. We'll see if we can borrow one of his vests. You have the whole ensemble.
He would never let anybody
Studded
borrow
thong.
a vest.
No.
Not with your dick
No way,
hanging out,
no.
he wouldn't. But
No. But if you wore a studded thong, maybe.
there you go.
He'd appreciate your bravery.
Kind of like in dodgeball when they get the uniforms mixed up.
I was thinking more
The
what
daddy
the hell was
collar.
that movie with Rosie O'Donnell and Dan Aykroyd on like the sex
Exit
island
to
there?
Eden.
Exit to Eden. There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why I know that, I have no idea.
Because there was a
You're
Ghostbuster
sick.
in it and you thought it was going to be good.
There you go.
It
And that-
wasn't. No, it wasn't really good. No,
And that, boys and girls, is called paying attention.
I don't think that's evidence of paying attention.
These little friggin' canned cocktails hit like a truck, man. I am freaking hammered.
Yeah, I'm not.
I am.
But he's working on it. Give him time.
Well, my second one is 90 degrees outside. I've been out in the yard, just sitting in the sun, drinking. It's good stuff.
I just
So-
picked up my kids from 2 weeks of summer camp, and
God bless.
yeah, they
I would have
they
filed for an
survived. They did
extension.
well. I didn't. I probably can't tell this because it would. Well, one of my kids came back from summer camp this morning, and at the dinner table, randomly announced, we weren't really quizzing, I kind of had a summer camp relationship. And we were all like, record scratch, silence at the table.
Wow.
Yeah. And
And
then
Sean went, but Jen, we're married.
No, I did say, what was there smooching? Expecting the answer to be no. The answer, straight-faced, was, yeah, twice.
These
I
kids these days
appreciate
are
that
insane.
honesty.
Yeah. I actually fist bumped her, and there was.
And how did mom
cheering.
feel about that after the fist bump?
I think mom was right there with me. We were actually
Nice.
kind of heartwarmed.
The basement's locked. That's how she felt.
Yeah, it's
Yeah. My kid's back from extended summer camp, we'll call it, I guess.
extended summer camp. Yeah,
Otherwise known as
what-
2022.
Yeah, we'll talk about it more next time we do a Disney show.
I spent thousands of dollars to send my kids to camp.
Oh, I did
You
not.
spent thousands to pick your kid up from camp. An adult.
Yeah, there's a
But
story.
I got gummy
in it.
bears out of it, so. Yeah, and then Tashi went in. I'm running out for a bit. Takes the car, comes back, and her hair is black and pink. I was like, okay, what the hell? So her hair is like super duper, like dark, like chestnut brown now with like a pink
Yeah.
underlay to it, and she's got like almost like a quarter sleeve tattoo now, and my kid's nuts.
Is she like 20 something,
She
21?
turns 21 on Wednesday.
Yeah.
I mean, you
Right,
can't even
right.
commentate on this,
No,
man.
she fucking paid for it, so what do I care?
You're the youngest of us with the oldest child.
Isn't that
This,
sad?
know,
this
right?
says
It's
many,
nuts.
many things. Yeah.
That's a weird dynamic. But yeah,
Completely coincidentally, you're also the stupidest of us. I don't know whether there's any relation there.
depending on the situation, that is correct.
Yeah. Certainly not. I mean, we don't
Sean's
measure
pregnant
stupidity.
pause was like, situation? What? You actually stumped him there for a second.
Everyone
The
has
look
their
on his
moments.
face was priceless. He's
I
like,
want to be fair. He's got his areas of expertise. Their utility is debatable, but they are there.
Hey.
That is fair. That is very fair. So yeah,
So, yeah, go ahead.
so Vince McMahon slept with a bunch of admins and had to leave.
Hey,
that where we left it?
allegedly.
No, he did. He
they're-
paid. The question was
No,
whether
they're-
the company paid or he paid.
Yeah.
I guess I heard something where I guess the thought is maybe he might have deposited money into a company account and then paid or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
There's some, whatever. Not my problem. All I know is it's going to change the wrestling product for forever now going forward.
It works better for the investors on the street if he's not there.
Yeah.
It's always sketchy. As much as people love Elon, you know there's a group of people that are like, he could fuck this up at any second.
Shut up.
Oh, yeah.
That's the
Go away.
same thing. So, you don't ever want all your eggs in one basket, and you rather have the business school princess running things like an actual spreadsheet guy next to her than, crazy man.
Ooh, spreadsheets.
I know you like
I
it.
need.
Good stuff. But no, if early results are any indication, they seem to be on the right track. They had their highest ratings in like a year plus. They're getting banner reviews from everybody. So we'll see how long it goes.
supports the decision process, right? The decision wasn't, let's wait this out and see how it goes. Because the fact is, bad press is bad. Like at the point that you hit this point, take it, and be done with it as quickly as possible and keep your momentum going.
He almost took his own advice.
Yeah.
They turned it into a storyline.
Mm-hmm.
All the publicity with the product and everything was
Can
going
he come
against
back
them.
into can he be in the ring as a
character again?
Yeah.
Maybe.
In like 5 years?
I don't know. It's the funny thing is now when all the hardcore wrestling fans are going towards AEW,
Yeah.
they actually flipped the script, and Tony Khan is essentially the evil boss, Vince McMahon, arrogant bastard. I control everything. Like some of the stuff coming out in interviews.
Yeah.
If you took away the name at the bottom of the interview, you would think it was Vince back in the day. When it was the exact opposite.
It worked.
He's gonna hold all his wrestlers to their contracts, except for when he was building the product and say, these are independent contractors. You can't be holding them against their will. Billionaire never heard of a contract. After he paid all of Vince's old guys. One has a clean ledger and all the money in the world. The other one has daddy's money that he gets to play with for a little while. It'd be fun to watch.
I mean, if Hunter and Stephanie can make the show even half as good as the NXT run when Hunter was in charge, I mean, I'm all in because that was just phenomenal wrestling.
And here's what it always comes down to. You're going to have the vocal minority on the internet that's always going to go against WWE because they like to bitch against the old man, right?
Yeah.
Their poorest, and this is why I try to explain math to him, and this is one of those areas where he kind of fogs over. Their poorest runs when it comes to pay-per-views and big events is $45,000 seat football arenas.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
AEW pulls 12, and people are doing cartwheels because it's the people we watched when we were, well, not you. I don't want to see that. But it's people we watched when we were in our 20s that are still wrestling, taking up all the money. And now the founder of AEW has already left to go back to WWE.
Cast a check.
Hey.
Well, it's nice to have
or
two,
you get the guy who had the money who all of a sudden thought that he had way more to do with the wrestling product than he did. And didn't need I got this now. Oh, okay. Yeah. So it'll be fun to watch.
Although that Daniel Bryan match the other night was dope.
I wouldn't know. I've never watched it.
Oh, really?
It's all these guys. I just never got drawn to the people jumping over to. It's WCW. That's in my mind. It's going to be WCW.
It was the night where it poured on my vacation, and after I stomped back to the hotel room like a baby with a cocktail in my hand.
We have photographic evidence.
We do.
This, by the way.
It's actually I did the same thing you did, Sean. That is now his image on my phone.
Yep.
Hashtag justified.
No.
No. This is
self-incurred.
Oh my God! This is all on you.
Yeah.
You went to Disney in a hurricane season.
No expectations. The the AEW event that was on last week was in Worcester, so I felt like watching it because I knew a bunch of people there and I saw some people, so I turned on for that last match and it was a very good wrestling match. Anyway, that's the Fan Men Wrestling Minute for the year.
They worked all of New England, and it was all WWE released wrestlers fighting. It's Cesaro and Samoa Joe, and I mean, all of your headline people were the cast-offs.
Yeah, weird.
It's
cast-offs.
Yeah,
it is.
All right, let's talk about something else. Sean doesn't watch wrestling.
All right,
okay,
I don't watch wrestling. Don't care. Yes,
women in skimpy clothes doing cartwheels and backflips. You didn't see he smiled.
About that. Yeah.
See?
And his name was Shawn Michaels.
We're almost there.
So there's been some crazy shit going on over at DC since the Discovery buyout. And this week you had two...
Warner Brothers. It's not DC.
Okay.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
Warner
Isn't like
Discovery.
But isn't like the guy from Discovery in charge of the DC slate? Like
He's
they're
kind of in charge of the
programming
whole thing.
Right.
He's in charge of like
yeah.
what hits HBO. Like they're giving him HBO Max or something like that
I think it's
in CW or something.
Yeah,
whatever.
it seems like he's driving
Okay.
both. Yeah.
Okay, so I was half right. Whatever, close enough for me.
That's actually a high bar for you.
There we go.
Ladies and gentlemen,
40% all
this is
in.
Fox News.
Anyway, you had two major casualties of this whole WB Discover Plus whatever the hell thing happened this week. Number one, not as surprising. You knew it was coming eventually, but the Flash will end with a shortened season 9. So the show is done. I'm sure they are very desperate to get the Flash character out of their face as quick as possible.
Has
Ezra
nothing,
Miller
one
is-
has nothing to do with the other. They overpaid Grant to come back for the last two. He wanted to end it after 7.
He did. He wanted to Han Solo it.
Yeah, no, he was done. And they had to pay him the 13 episode season. So this wasn't part of the larger. This was the natural end of that show. They convinced him to come back and wrap it up for a half season. Just to kind of fill in some of the holes. And
I just want to point out, My Way makes for way better radio.
I'm a good
you need
season and a
go to
half
reality.
behind.
It's
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's the same stuff. We haven't gone back in time in a little while, which is good.
Yeah.
We haven't unwound anything in a season and a half or something.
Did he have a cramp or something? Is that why there's been no time travel? He had like a bad hammy?
No, they're actually working on story.
Ooh, story. And then they could just undo it all with one sprint. No,
And welcome to the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Thank you.
Welcome to
Yeah.
Marvel Cinematic Universe.
Let's go back and collect them all.
Again, in this multiverse, Thanos is left-handed. We get to do the whole thing again. No,
I'm just going to sit here and be the ombudsman for this whole thing. I'm just going to correct him every time.
It can be really exhausting, Chris. I mean,
I'm tired already. This is ridiculous.
so
don't get in his way with truth, facts, correctness, propriety.
Hey, why does
Intelligence.
Grant have to get wrapped up in this shit? You can trash
Hey,
Scooby.
man. TJ takes a wide aim.
And
Shoots
I'm
a wide slug.
curious as to how
I
he's
was,
going
I was
to...
trying to lead to interesting conversation. So the Flash is going to end. I'll be honest, I haven't watched it in about 3.5 years anyway, so it's like whatever. I burnt out on all that CW stuff.
That one stuck
now-
with Harley. We didn't stick around for that one. It'll be on in the
Yeah.
background and screwing around on the phone or something. But I like Grant better than Ezra.
Oh, 100%,
there.
100%. No, he went, like, I think we talked before, like, when he got cast, I was like, oh, great, the dickhead bad guy from Glee Season 3 is going to be the Flash. That's ridiculous, and it turned out really well in the long run.
Yeah,
So,
it worked
I
out
loved
well.
him.
yeah, but now, I mean, you officially, this Berlanti-verse is kaput.
Yeah.
It's over.
So the only thing you have left is
Stargirl?
Stargirl, and that's more John's. I mean, Berlanti's attached, but that's a John's project.
That's a John's thing. Okay.
Is Berlanti attached? Is he involved in Gotham Knights at all?
No, and Gotham Knights won't make it past 6 episodes. That looks like hot garbage.
Yeah, you
That
said
is a
that about
dumpster
Batwoman
fire.
too, and she lasted like 3 years, so I can't. I think Berlanti still has Titans.
Oh yeah, he executive produces that.
I think
But
that's still in his world, but not the Arrowverse.
Okay, that's a better way to put it. The Arrowverse, your CW continuation is kind of gone now. Titans is
honestly
coming back
was
soon.
way better than I ever expected.
Way better than anybody.
They added a crap load to the pop culture universe.
When they said they were making a Green Arrow show, I was like, this is going to be interesting, and it ended up being phenomenal for quite
It was
some
pretty
time.
good, yeah.
You got Titan season 4 is coming soon. I'm very excited.
I still have only seen the first season. I'm way behind.
They're doing a great job with it.
I love
really
that
enjoy
fucking
that show.
Yeah, the Bruce Wayne stuff they brought in was great. It was just the Red Hood stuff actually worked real well. They had a
way older with Bruce than I wanted him to, but I like the actor. So
I like it. Yeah, phenomenal Scarecrow. Scarecrow owned last year. Yeah, it's been really good.
I gotta catch up.
You like
it? Yeah, really good. And this season should be pretty cool.
Nice.
The Gotham Knight show I don't care about. I'm more, give me the Gotham Knights video game. But the show I could honestly give 2 fucks about. It looks horrible. But the other this one was a super shocker, and everyone's all up in arms about it on the interwebs. Is that they decided that you know what, we spent $90 million, but fuck it, we're just not going to finish Batgirl, and we're just going to throw it in the trash.
Yeah, that's unusual.
Super unusual. Discuss.
Well, I mean, I think Chris has the correct opinion here, so I'll let him start.
You hate to think that anybody's art is going to be dictated by economics, but that's exactly where this fell. It seems like this movie.
It's not in the can. It's not done.
It's not done. It was in post. And if there was ever one they were going to go out with, I mean, the directors were the directors of Ms. Marvel, who are getting flowers thrown at them left and right after that. For the original take on a female superhero.
Adorable show.
I actually did watch that one.
Oh my God, it's
cute.
excellent.
Super cute show.
So why would you think that this is going to be anything different? And oh, by the way, we're also going to give you all these other great actors to be part of it.
Michael Keaton.
Keaton was going to be in it. Who was Commissioner Gordon was
Jeffrey Wright coming back as Commissioner Gordon?
No, it was Simmons.
No, J.K. Simmons.
Oh, Simmons was coming back.
J.K. Simmons, Brendan Fraser was Firefly. Like the whole.
And I heard he was awesome.
It was supposed to be very well done.
Super strange.
As often happens, not really though. Not when you're talking about business, because the Scooby movie, which is also canned, was like 95% done. They were finalizing the mix last week and pulled the plug. But as long as it's not final, they're taking a tax write-down on this.
Was it a live-action Scooby?
No, it was animated.
Oh, like the sequel to Scoob?
They had worked on it for over a year. It was right there. And from all indications, looked beautiful. People were raving about it.
Scoob was cute. I like Scoob.
But it's a situation where you just had that merger that took place, and by wiping those two out, it's probably what, $150 million tax write-down, Sean?
Yeah.
$90 million on Batgirl plus whatever was sunk into Scooby.
It's just weird.
Goes into the overall financial picture that they can, when you have this kind of transition, you have such an opportunity to reset the books.
Oh my God.
Clean slate. You can do all kinds of things. And cash flow as part of that reset, you control tightly. If it's done, whole different ball game. If it's literally completed,
right? Because that would have been an asset they're having on the books. They can't.
Right.
This is essentially, in accounting terms, it's work in process.
Right. That's the actual major thing here. It's the fact is, nothing is cheap. None of this work is cheap. The work is not done. You're talking about millions of invested dollars to be done to complete things that weren't part of the vision and the execution of the reset. So they're just making a decision of, I'm not going to throw good money after bad. There's a financial value in writing off, the past.
That Batgirl movie would have been the ideal HBO Max movie. Would have played well on streaming. At $90 million for that size story, to then throw another 50 or 60 at it to try to market it, to now you got to get to.
It's not going to gain you any new members, really.
No,
practically,
you're just trying to get
really
awareness.
Yeah.
It doesn't. The math doesn't work there.
to me, and granted, we all know it's me, so take this with a grain of salt. It's odd to do this with those kind of IPs, your Batgirl, your Scooby-Doo, when you couldn't have found like some fucking Sandra Bullock movie or like some Rebel Wilson, she goes into a coma, wakes up, thinks she's a snack machine movie or something like that, and write those
off. But it
off.
would have happened to those as well.
Good.
Right. It just, it's more about, if this was $100,000 from completion, maybe. But even then, it's $100,000 that you don't need to spend. There's literally no return on it in the math that they're doing.
Yeah, and you got to spend $100,000 on lunch.
Somebody else spent the money on this movie. That's the thing. So when somebody comes in and acquires this, you can write this off, and it's basically dollar for dollar on your taxes. Yep. You overpaid for the asset, and you're just wiping this quote-unquote expense off the books and taking a tax write-down on it. It sucks. I mean, I would have been, especially, it wasn't high on my list. I would have watched it because Keaton was going to be in it. I like JK. I would have been
I love Batgirl.
Intrigued.
I love Barbara Gordon.
The girl from In the Heights was supposedly excellent in it. And these two directors, even though I didn't know them before, after watching Ms. Marvel, that would have been enough to get me to dive in. But no, it sucks that it's those two. Those were the two that were still in process that didn't fit that we're going to blow it out into theaters mode that they seem to be.
So I wonder,
here.
Does this mean they decided to use Batgirl somewhere else? Does that mean they're going back to strictly Snyderverse stuff? Does that mean?
It doesn't mean.
I don't think it means either. I don't think it has any.
It doesn't go away.
Does it mean that they're thinking about selling DC Comics off?
Nope. No,
I don't think so.
Okay, so much for that conversation.
No, I don't.
I mean, those are reasonable questions.
Yeah,
it's just, it doesn't mean that.
Because remember, you had this on the heels of them writing a check to get Ben to come back for Aquaman 2.
Well, that's why I was saying. It's like, so you have Ben's back, which, by the way, like, I mean, you want to talk about the old Chris Davis statement, arcing ropes all over.
Let's not talk about that.
I still can't clean the screen of my phone. It's like all murky and hazy. It's
gone.
I'm hoping for it to just flake off eventually.
No.
There you go. So
let's not do that.
Affleck's back as Batman, which is or as Bruce Wayne. We'll say let's curb expectations. He's back as Bruce Wayne in Aquaman 2. So I don't know if maybe they're just going to CG Amber Heard out and just CG in Ben Affleck. So maybe Arthur marries Bruce Wayne, which I'm cool with.
In Amber Heard's fish suit.
There we go. Hey, I whatever. Ben's a handsome
Everybody
man.
needs Batman's help. Doesn't matter what the story is. At some point in time, everybody ends up at Bruce's door.
Yep. Always. And I mean, and they still have. And remember this. I don't know if this is done yet because they still haven't officially come out and said. I know they were trying to start reshoots, but the whole Flash thing is still a mess, right?
Yeah.
God knows what's. I mean, imagine if they shelf that thing and they wrote Keaton that check for nothing. I mean, he's not going to mind, but
the new owners wouldn't mind either. That would fall in the same bucket. I mean, the fans would get pissed because you don't have that opportunity after so much hype to see Keaton in the suit again, other than
you dangle that fucking carrot out there.
It's funny. You talked about the other people that you could potentially, kill movies off for. They yanked 6 movies off HBO Max for the same cost-cutting reasons that they could take write-downs on. Let's see. One with Melissa McCarthy. One with Anne Hathaway and Octavia Spencer. Chris Rock. One with Seth Rogen. Another with Anne Hathaway.
Did they consult you or something? Like, did they say, hey, Chris, give us 6 movies to pull off HBO Max?
No, and they killed LeBron James' House Party remake.
That's it.
So,
no,
that's a good call.
They contacted
So what
Chris
I'm
Davis.
saying, it's all
Chris Davis
over.
Max.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, the Melissa McCarthy one, I would have just gone through and killed off her entire catalog.
Fucked LeBron. Yep.
It's yeah. So they left them
crazy.
available for VOD, but that's it.
I mean, Marvel comes out, and we didn't even talk about Comic-Con. We didn't get into that. We didn't do a Comic-Con rundown this year because
I didn't really read any of it.
Yeah, no, Sean didn't care. But and they announced all the stuff for your 5 and 6 Marvel phases, some of which looks cool, some of which kind of looks shitty, but whatever. It's still there. It's on the books. And DC's like, hey, Black Adam's coming out. and that was it. Like, you couldn't show anything about Flashpoint, and you couldn't show anything about Aquaman because of fucking Amber Heard and Ezra Miller. So who knows? Maybe they're gonna say they're gonna just start again, punt after fucking Black Adam. Who knows? I don't know. It's concerning because I love the DC characters so much, and there's so many your storylines you can pick from. Like, they're gonna do Secret Wars on the Marvel side without any of your normal standard Avengers, but like, you could on the DC side, you have so many amazing stories that you could do, and it's like they just keep fucking it up. It's sad.
Mm-hmm.
It's a combination of fucking it up, and it's more the change of owners and leadership. You don't have any consistent direction. The other side, you had one guy that started it on day one and carried it all the way through.
Yeah.
As long as Feige's there, they'll keep going.
They listen to him. You know, the $1 billion every movie doesn't hurt either, but although granted, like, I guess
Disney doesn't care how much you're making on the movies. Disney cares about the fans that are going to buy the tchotchkes. It's all about Marvel they bought that not because of the movies. The movies are a toy selling device. It's for the IP.
Exactly.
It's to be able to put up another land in their parks to get you to come and buy more Marvel stuff.
Hence the fact, if you go into the gift shop now at Epcot, you can buy a Tesseract, you can buy a Power Stone, you can buy a fucking Infinity Gauntlet, you can buy Loki's staff, you can buy Star Wars helmet, Loki's helmet. I mean, it's on like Donkey Kong.
Same thing with Star Wars.
Yeah.
I mean, I've liked some of the Star Wars stuff, but that's to keep that IP going.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, yeah, so it's crazy times. And, you know, and this whole, like, you know, it seems to be DC in this huge rut or this purgatory kind of with their live action properties. Sean not buying the books anymore really doesn't fucking help. So thanks, Sean. Appreciate it.
Hey, good job.
I'm sorry. I have no income.
Apologize to Discovery Plus, Sean. You apologize.
Screw that. Right now. I will apologize to the Hall of Comics in. Are they still in? Where are they officially now?
Westboro, Massachusetts.
Westboro, Massachusetts, off of Route 9. Conveniently located, easy to reach, wonderful location, great guys, great selection of books, amazing wall,
Cross Street from
great
Burger King.
Professional services. Yeah,
excellent professional services.
Yep.
Yeah. So yeah, it's I don't know, it's interesting with the DC stuff, and I get pissed off because I love the DC characters so much. Thank God Todd McFarlane's still out there just hitting fucking dingers left and right with his action figure line. At least there's something good we have out there.
Sorry. The control that it's taking to not say anything. I forgive all of the DC stuff. They gave me Ben back. Fuck y'all. I don't care about your characters.
No, I mean,
got Ben back.
I know, but I'm and Blue Beetle. Hopefully, is still happening. Hopefully,
he looks so sad. He looks like a puppy.
I'm also kind of a little buzzed out, but again, it's. I mean, yeah, Ben's back, and Todd has a Booster Gold figure coming out, so the world's making sense again.
I did see an empty spot on one of the shelves behind you in your last video downstairs. So I think you can, if you move just slightly and get those end ones to hang off the edge, you can fit Booster.
Slide Booster Gold right there. He comes in a 2-pack with. Right now, he comes in a 2-pack with Ted Kord, but that will get fixed one day.
Did you buy the Hush Batman 2-pack?
I did not.
I was thinking of you when I saw that. It's pretty.
Yeah, no, I'm
a big Hush fan, and I admired it for a moment. I looked at it and say, what a wonderful world we live in. That goes back there.
Mm-hmm.
I don't. The 2-packs, they mess up the feng shui of the shelves.
It doesn't fit as well. It's like a 2-pack of Pops or something. Or an oversized
feng
Pop.
shui in your house have never met.
Are you kidding me? Of course it does. He's got Andre next to the Ultimate Warrior with movies on top and a Mr. Toad right there.
Mr. Toad.
It's perfect.
BB-8
and
next
then
to some...
Kevin stares at him
Stormbreaker
1,000 times on that top shelf.
Yeah, so...
Next to
anyway,
it's all
enough
good.
about me. Enough about me and all my plastic chuffa. I'm very
I was
excited
admiring
about
Andre's head the entire time. I noticed the toad when you were talking to your sister-in-law. Yeah.
There's another Andre. There's another Andre that came out. So they did this line for WWF called Hollywood Elites. So they actually have Andre as Bigfoot from the $6 Million Man.
Ooh.
Awesome.
And he's like in a furry suit and he's got the makeup on and everything.
I do like that.
I'm not going to lie. I did pause when I saw the Stacy Keibler figure.
Yes.
I haven't seen a Stacy Keibler action figure. Although proportionally
Yep.
it didn't look the same. It looked like every other. And you needed those
Yeah.
legs to be at
Life-size?
least 3 inches longer than
Yeah, that's
every
the,
other female wrestler's legs.
The Target exclusive WWE Legends Hall of Fame collection, Stacy Keibler from the new wave that just dropped.
Ironically enough,
Yeah.
not in a WWE outfit. They went all the
Nope.
way back to WCW.
Miss Hancock. Yeah, Miss
Yeah.
Hancock. I'll take it. Well,
I just
won't.
wanted
I
them
don't
to say
have
Hancock, really.
that one. What's your favorite Will Smith movie? Hancock.
Who?
Good movie.
I'm just kidding.
I don't know that name.
He's dead to us.
Oh, that funny guy.
Take
He's
his
dead to
mouth
Hollywood too,
out
as
of
long
your
as Chris
name.
Rock
No,
says he
that's-
doesn't want to talk to him.
Okay. Jesus Christ. Oh, man. So this was, that was fun. I'm so fucking hammered right now. It's been a
Who
long.
let you be in charge?
I don't
It's a
know.
bad idea.
I mean, whatever.
I was in Canada last week. I've been on road trips continuously. Since
Canada was after hell, though, right? You burnt up in hell, and then
Yeah.
You
Oh, yeah. Yes.
Yeah.
So we drove down to Pennsylvania, see my sister, see the house my folks bought. Very nice.
I drove
Yeah.
to Pennsylvania.
Yeah, it was very nice.
So which
And,
one of you fuckers lit gyms on fire? It's got to be one of you assholes.
Not me, man.
What?
It may have been the anger from my soul at not having a cheesesteak while in Pennsylvania that blew up gyms. Yeah, I
There's a
saw that
tool
it
on.
burned.
Like,
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
I'm watching the video and like all those hoses are aimed at where I usually sit. That's no good.
I bet it smelled amazing, though.
Oh my god!
Don't they have another location? But the South Street is the home, right?
Yeah,
South
South
Street's the
Street's
OG.
warming up.
Oh, in chopped cow sandwich news, we have a local place that I like a lot. You guys haven't been there yet. Ziggy Bombs. He's a food truck in our city in Worcester. Makes phenomenal steak sandwiches. He just got the he put them on Facebook. He got the keys for the first brick and mortar location. So there'll be a Ziggy Bombs
Nice.
location we could go to one day and you can get a Zig Filet, which is a cheesesteak with lettuce, tomato, waffle fries, and Chick-fil-A sauce on it.
That sounds pretty good.
It's fucking excellent.
Damn.
It's so good.
Maybe
so good.
maybe we can do a live broadcast from their opening.
Ziggy Bombs?
Well, yeah, why don't you go offer that up?
Sweet,
That is-
sweet meat coma.
That's going to be the next thing. You went through the whole gourmet burger wave. Now everybody is getting into the cheesesteak wave. Barstool
Yeah.
has their own cheesesteak delivery now. They're doing the same thing like a Mr. Beast does with the burgers.
Oh, yeah.
Like they have their own cheesesteak and chili fries delivery. I think it's out of like Bertucci's in Westboro. They're using that kitchen.
Oh, wow.
It's crazy.
I like
That's crazy.
cheesesteaks.
I had you brought up chili fries. I was down at Disney. We'll talk about more on the Disney show, but for the 50th anniversary, they brought back Walt Disney's original chili recipe. I had some chili cheese tots one night at Moonlight Magic. Oh my god, they were good. It's a good chili recipe. Walt could burn some chili, man. That was good shit.
I like food.
I
I had
love fucking.
poutine in Canada.
Oh, there you go.
It was very good. Nice squeaky curds. It was good.
Hey, so how was the Pope?
The Pope. Yeah, it's great to plan a 3-day vacation in a really nice little hotel in Quebec City as a getaway with your wife, and find out you chose the same 3 days that the one and only Pope is in town. We almost ran into him like 3 times. We check into the little hotel, and the wonderful hostess tells us, so tomorrow you're really going to want to make sure you're nowhere near Quebec City, where you're staying in a walkable hotel to be in Quebec City. Yeah, the Pope was awesome. Thanks, DJ.
Sean's like, yeah, I went to fucking Arby's and the Pope was there, and I'm telling you, the Pope gets extra cheese on curly fries.
Yeah, there's a lot of Pope action in our.
Did you get yourself like a commemorative hat or something? Like
I
that's the
did
only
not. They weren't
differentiation
selling
is like
Pope
the size
hats.
of the hat.
Though he also wasn't wearing the Pope hats, as best I could tell.
Did they
You
have
know,
like a transformer?
beanie, then like a
it
cardinal
transformed
was
from like,
slightly higher, and a bishop
No,
a little higher.
there's no
and then,
Pope mobile transformer. No,
oh, that's just a mismarketing opportunity. Who the fuck's running that amateur show up there?
it's
Lord.
not good merch marketers.
I want Pope-timus Prime, goddammit.
Pope-timus Prime. Chris did mention hell. Before we got up to Quebec City, we spent 2 nights at my sister-in-law's place in Vermont, which is a very cool, place. Beautiful land, beautiful views. We watch deer out the windows. They have chickens. It's really gorgeous. but no air conditioning. And this was during, the recent and ongoing heat wave. I think the next 2 days are, 100 plus heat indexes.
Yeah.
But but I had to sleep with no AC, and like high humidity, high 80s, low 90s at night, no covers, no sheets with fans blowing over me from, and just misery.
Sticking to them.
Yeah, nothing. I mean, AC is like, I just need it. I can't live without it. What's that frown for?
That just sounds fucking disgusting.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I'm angry for you.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I'm sad on your behalf.
Yeah. That's not a sad face, though. That's a pretty bitter, angry face, and I agree with it.
You had that lovely 5 a.m. cock every day, though, right?
That the rooster did, in fact. The good news is the hen house or the chicken coop is like 100 yards up the slope, maybe a little more than that. So he actually, while he was annoying, he wasn't loud enough to overcome the fans that were, like right next to me, blowing air over my glistening body.
I think a little sunrise cock up in the Vermont hills to make our vacation.
I'm taking that image with me when we leave.
Yeah, it was not.
Sun's getting low,
it was
big
not
guy.
pleasing.
Okay,
The pink thermostat kind of capped it for me. To see the pink thermostat with like 78 in the middle of it, like
I sent you pictures
extra
of it.
little twisted in there.
Twist the nine.
We're going to Ireland next week, though, so it's
you shouldn't have that
never
same
been
problem
there.
over there.
I think it's going to be cool. Yeah.
It's the height of summer. It should be 47 and cloudy.
I
think it's in the 60s every day at the high. Yeah.
Oh my god, that's heavenly.
It sounds pretty nice, doesn't
And,
it?
Sounds
and you're wearing a
amazing.
skirt, so it. Oh, that's Scotland. Never mind.
No, I'm not wearing a kilt in Ireland. No.
Wrong country.
You lack culture, sir. You lack culture.
Two different places.
The fuck?
Yeah. You lack
literally.
knowledge.
Are they
like,
really?
You lack knowledge.
There's like a
Are
C
they
in between
really?
them.
It's all the same thing.
Guinness comes from
offended
one, whiskey
one
comes
of our
from the
listeners.
other. Yeah,
It's all the same. Yeah, but then you can drop the whiskey inside the Guinness. It's all the same
and
thing.
he's
There will be,
and he's
there will
usually
be some
Irish.
whiskey.
Yeah.
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 You do a
It's close
car
enough.
bomb that needs to be on film. I need to see that.
I'm not doing a car bomb in Ireland. No.
Yeah.
I
We should do
will
that before we
you-
go to Kev's house.
If
not.
someone,
That's possible.
there you go. Just remember, if someone asks you to do a car bomb shot, make sure they mean a drink and not an actual car bomb.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm familiar.
You could be aiding and abetting.
Yeah,
Waka
I
waka.
will. No, we need to all get along.
Sean O'Hogarty, Interpol's most wanted. Okay,
I'll be spending euros. It's going to be strange.
I bet the conversion rate spreadsheet is like up on fucking Pornhub right now. Like,
I will tell you, being in Canada we were there for like 4 or 5 days total, and I only had to get out, actually handle Canadian cash once. There was the little funicular going up the hill to Le Chateau Frontenac in Quebec City that was cash only. So I literally had to go to an ATM, pull out $20 Canadian. The rest of the time, Apple Pay, paid with my watch. Instant correct conversion rate, all just comes through instantly. It was so convenient. It was amazing. I don't think I'm going to have that as solidly in Ireland. I think I will actually need some cash. But
Don't
They
you
might
pay
get
for things in
internet by
Ireland
the
with,
time
like,
you get
livestock?
over there. Yeah.
Yeah.
they,
You got to pick up a sheep on the side of the road and a chicken. And
You go to
in
the-
general.
Does
At
the
the
sheep-
little locations, maybe not.
Does like a sheep come out of the ATM, then you trade that for something? Is that how it works? Or
Again,
why do you need to hit the
sheep
ATM? They walk down
kilts
the
are
road.
more. Yeah,
They're everywhere.
it's going to be awesome.
top 3 this week.
I'm jealous.
Top 3 DJ's historical, factual, scientific, and logical inaccuracies of this week's episode.
I have to find 3.
Do we have time to recap the whole thing?
No. How many words has he said? It's about 75% of that.
Good night, everybody. So in honor of Batgirl getting shit canned before it even got finished, give me top 3 things, movies, TV shows, whatever. I went all comic stuff, kind of.
Yeah.
That should have been Batgirl. It never should have been finished and given the light of day because it was that bad.
I'm sure that I'm missing so many things, right? I did not, but I don't have any honorable mentions. So if you guys do, I'll let you.
Still feel bad that you're saying Batgirl was that bad. but that's okay.
Yeah,
We'll go with it.
I
don't
feel
know
bad
him.
that Batgirl is a verb that I actually know what
I
you
know.
mean, right?
I know.
This week it is. It
Yeah,
won't be
no,
next week.
I feel bad.
It'll be something else.
Yeah.
No honorable mentions?
No,
I
not
could
for
do
me.
one or two.
Okay,
I
go
mean,
for it.
Sure, I go on.
Yeah, go ahead.
All right. This is one's probably going to be near and dear. DJ's going to pout, so I'm going to apologize now. But No Holds Barred should have never seen the light of day. Anything with Zeus and Hulk Hogan attempting to act not like Hulk Hogan, which he could barely do that, brother.
Yeah.
Just never should have been done, let alone that man ever allowed to wrestle, let alone being brought back again a decade later like it was some kind of... He just needed to go. Didn't need to see it.
That's a good honorable mention.
Okay.
I'm glad I never saw it.
I'll go with
You are.
a controversial one. Dark Knight Rises should never have been made. You try to take one of the best Batman storylines, Nightfall,
Yeah.
and shoehorn it into this messy,
Yeah.
just compact Joseph Gordon-Levitt Robin bullshit fucking movie.
Yeah, you pull in
that.
Talia al Ghul. You're right. That was a bit of
Fuck
a mess.
that movie.
Yeah.
It could like on paper you're like, oh hey, Batgirl and Anne Hathaway's gonna play Catwoman and we're gonna have Bane. Perfect. It's gonna be fucking dope. No, movie was
There were elements
fucking
of
garbage.
that I really enjoyed, but I can't really disagree with you.
And like, yeah, Heinz
Looks like
Ward
Chris
was in
wants
it.
to, though.
Of course.
I'm trying not to. So by that extension, the last season of Daredevil never should have happened as well.
I haven't seen that. So
Or
don't
do we
spoil
get
it for
it?
me.
They basically tried to retcon Born Again right down to the nun helping him in the church.
But the last season of Daredevil was so good though. Because
my
I
case.
like it better.
It's so good, they're redoing it as an 18-episode series. Coming soon to Disney Plus. See, I just wanted to get
redoing
his.
it?
They're doing a Born Again series, 18 episodes with D'Onofrio and Charlie Cox.
But dovetailing with the Netflix series.
No, if you're Marvel, you can just ignore it, and the fans.
Okay,
Give you a pass.
interesting. That's interesting to me.
See, DJ liked it. See that little smirk? He's like, "Yes, that's right. They can do it 5 times." And the
Had
other
I
4 didn't exist.
watched Doctor Strange by our last episode? I don't
know, but
had.
you
I've
two are
watched
getting
it now.
so sleepy. I'm so excited by this. Like, you can see the alcohol settling in.
Bite me.
Like, DJ's looking like, who are these
All right,
people in the
so
talkie
we've
box?
got through honorable mentions. Top 3. My number 3 thing that should have been Batgirl, of the things that I could actually think of, an hour ago, the movie Battleship. Screw that.
Oh. That's a good one. That's
That
very
was
good.
hot fucking garbage. That movie was so bad.
I never saw
Wow,
it, so I actually don't know. I
so
just know
upset that I didn't think of that.
I love the game Battleship.
didn't miss
Why
it.
the hell did you make some bullshit? Yeah. So that's my
Because
number
they were
3.
going to go the whole. They were literally going to make a board
Every
game
Hasbro
universe. Yeah.
What was the game of life going to be? Were they going to do Stratego?
You could have easily.
That
would
actually
actually make
could
a
be
pretty.
You could have actually
She
done
would make
that.
a
You could have
pretty
done
dope
Risk. You could have, yeah. There's ways you
Stratego
could have
would've
made
been
that
pretty dope.
interesting.
I'm pretty good. I'm pretty good. I like Stratego.
I needed Hungry Hippos. We just didn't last long enough.
That would have been awesome.
Starring Melissa McCarthy.
Hey now. All right, Chris, you're number 3.
That's mean. Even I'm not that mean.
Yeah.
I just say
DJ's
she's a
dick.
hack.
We know this.
I say her
come on. I
career.
love her.
I say her career peaked when she left Stars Hollow. That was it. It was
I
all
can't because
downhill
I
from
know
there.
Pacer. Nah,
Yeah.
dude, that movie The Heat is dope.
The
I
Heat
really
is
should
awesome.
just go through all the Hulk Hogan cinematic universe, like Suburban Commando and shit, but we won't do that. We could have
Thank
lumped
you.
all those together. Throw the Rock
Except
Tooth
for
Fairy in there too.
So you're saying
Tooth Fairy
Hulk
could have been
Hogan
one.
himself should have
He should have been canceled. Yeah,
Batgirled.
he worked. Yes, Hulk Hogan himself should have been Batgirled. After I turned
Nope, that sentence makes
13.
no sense to anybody.
Leave Hulk alone.
should have been Batgirled.
All right. So what's
My
your
number 3, Speed 2. Never needed to
Ah,
be made.
that's
yeah.
fun.
Speed on a
Yeah,
cruise ship.
For Jason Patrick.
it's-
Yeah.
no.
I have never seen it. Never seen it.
Poor Jason Patrick.
gotta-
Poor Sandy. She had a promising career. That probably set her back a few years.
How about you, DJ? Number 3.
I got to redo all this real quick because now you guys. Okay. Number 3 is the I think it was 2010 Point Break remake.
Never saw it, but I can't say you're wrong.
Motherfucker, was that horrible, man. I mean, you
Before
talk
it
about,
happened, okay, we
No,
got to add
like,
one on.
even-
This is classic
when they-
movies.
when they announced it, people were like, why? What the fuck are you doing? And that movie was so trash. It was basically just Triple X. And that movie sucked too.
That movie was terrible.
You gonna go Red Dawn?
Is that the? No, I wasn't going to go Red Dawn.
Oh, that
The-
was bad too.
The recently announced fucking
Lost
Roadhouse. No, Roadhouse is being remade with Jake Gyllenhaal.
No.
You can't put Gyllenhaal in. No,
No,
nope.
So
they've
Nope.
gone too far.
Gyllenhaal could actually
crossed the
pull
line.
off a Roadhouse remake. It just can't.
If the bar was on Brokeback Mountain, just no.
Is he-
Stop. Sorry,
But maybe he's playing the blind guy who gets the ball thrown at him on the keyboard.
I can't
The
quit
angel.
you.
Is he playing the Angel Eyes guy?
Is he? Oh my God, he's going to be Jeff Healey.
Yeah,
I'm in.
there we go. Jeff Healey. That's
If
good.
we put Jake Gyllenhaal with his eyes closed in the cage, let him sing.
There you
I'm
go.
Fine. We're good.
But then it's these days now. So now Dalton has to be a girl.
Oh no!
So
Now
who plays Dalton as a girl?
Zoe Kravitz, right?
Stacy Keebler.
Nah,
No.
she's too old. Oh, if
Ronda
Dalton's
Rousey?
going to be a girl, it's going to be Ronda Rousey. Yep. Same thing I was thinking.
What's her name?
Not interested.
Michelle Rodriguez.
no.
No, she can't pull it off. She's great, but she's not that kind of anchor.
Roadhouse.
Michelle Rodriguez she plays Letty. That's it. She has one character.
So wait, what was your number 3? I'm totally not tracking.
Speed 2.
Speed
that
2.
was
Okay,
my
that's
that was my number 3.
Oh, mine was the
We have completely gone off the rails here.
you broken DJ.
So you know
Can't
what?
see the rails.
You
from
know
here.
what? I'm keeping my fucked up number 1. I was going to get rid of it, but no. You guys deserve this.
Point. Yeah, my number 3 was the Point Break.
Oh,
remake.
that's right. Okay, all right,
Or anytime they've touched an '80s movie.
all right, all right. So my number 2, Catwoman with Halle Berry. Still haven't seen it, but I'm putting it on my list.
Fair enough.
Fuck it. Let's
Hey,
stay in
it's
the
an-
Batman universe. I'm going Batman and Robin for my number 2. That was a steaming pile of horseshit. Good Lord.
You're not wrong.
What a fucking
Wow.
Can't counter that.
I was at Dollar Tree yesterday getting snacks because I was doing a side job last night, and I found Athena. 'Cause that's her. When she grew up, she was like 4 when she first watched it. She has like an emotional attachment to Batman and Robin. I got her a sealed Batman and Robin Blu-ray for $1 at Dollar Tree. She was very excited.
Sorry.
But yeah,
Athena.
no,
You should have picked me up one.
we only had one. It was the credit card. The credit card was too much. The credit card did it in.
All right, so
Is it my turn?
yeah, I
It
think
is
it's
my
your
turn.
turn. Yep.
This one's for you, Chris. The entire Hobbit trilogy.
Yes, fuck that noise.
Yes, you're.
Oh my
I didn't
God.
think of that, but you're
Fucking-
right,
it's
man.
like a 30-page book for fucking 8-year-olds, and they made it 9.5 hours of movie. And it
stupid-
sucked.
Yeah,
Take the
stupid
hobbits
thing
and
is,
the rings and all those fuckers.
but if they had
sucked.
just made
the one book.
one movie with the production quality and stuff like that, it would have been great.
You know
good.
what else was? You know what else was beautiful? The Eternals was gorgeous to look at. It was still a steaming pile of shit. It was awful.
Still can't
the
finish
movie was
it.
terrible, but it was beautiful to
It
look
sucked. I didn't like looking at this because they filmed with that fucking red camera, so you could like see through the makeup prosthetics and everything.
Oh, yeah,
It was
it's-
so
yeah.
high def, and
Yeah, yeah.
which sucks too because like the dude they got playing Thor and Oakenshield was awesome.
Oh yeah, yeah.
And Billy Connolly is the other dwarf king
Oh,
was
yeah.
dope, but the movie's
yeah.
fucking hot garbage.
Yeah, I mean, the bulk of what's wrong with it has nothing to do with production or the actors or what have you. It's just, what is this garbage you're showing me? This is not important. It means nothing. I don't care.
It's all made up
Yeah.
fluff and chuff.
Yeah, good call. All right, my number 1, it was the first thing that came to mind.
Citizen Kane.
No, bite your tongue. But to punish you for that, Masters of the Universe, that movie that you assholes made me sit through. I did not nearly drink enough for that thing. What an abortion of cinema.
Not a good movie, but man, that was a fun night. So if anyone doesn't know, we did it's on YouTube.
Oh,
You
it's
can
so
sit down. You can watch
3D?
with
Yeah.
Mike Driscoll. You can watch the live action Master of the Universe and put on our commentary track. We were all pretty bagged out,
Which is
for
way
it.
better than whatever the actual movie is.
That was a fun night. God bless Courtney Cox.
Because I like all three of you that are listening, I advise you not to do that. Just don't.
Yeah, that's true.
Don't put yourself through it. Maybe you'll actually come back and listen to another episode. That could end it. It could be down to just my daughter after that. Although I don't know what our top 3 was, because it's, little aside, it's a well-known fact that out of the 3 of us, I'm the only one that never goes back to listen to these. Like whatever's said, it's in the ether, and then I'm gone. I'm off in the wind somewhere.
Well, I edited them, so.
I walk out of my office, and Harley is howling. She's like, what the F is wrong with you? Who the hell combines my 600-pound wife and Naked and Afraid? I'm like, I don't even know why I did that. I'm like, did I say that? It's like, you did. It was in a top 3. And I'm like,
I listened to
don't know
almost
why I did that.
I listened to all of
sounds
our
funny.
shows on
We're very
principle.
big with America's Youth.
You know,
Very
produce.
big
You know,
fan
I want to make sure the production is up to snuff. We're intelligible and listenable and all that stuff.
Intelligible.
But I also have no memory. So, and clearly, since DJ usually picks the top 3s, and we usually, I'm pretty sure we've repeated at least once.
And you and I are usually crafting our list as we're talking about the other stuff, or at least
We're
polishing.
lucky we get a list. Yeah.
Yeah,
Polishing's a kind word.
you can polish a turd. It's fine.
Yeah. There's no shine on
And
the list.
in a nice little
We do it
segue,
bi-weekly here on the Fan
hey,
That Podcast.
there you go. The first thing that popped in my mind, and I crossed it off because I'm like, you shouldn't even go there. But then you two fuckers started dancing all over the place. The one thing that never should have been released into this world is clearly Two Girls, One Cup. Nobody should have had to watch that.
Oh my
fucking
God.
mess.
What? No, this is not something.
That's-
Well, no, I guess that could kind of count.
It should have been Batgirl. It was a film. It was produced, and somebody still felt the need to put it out there.
I am.
The top of DJ's head is red. I think he's blushing.
No, he's excited. I think it's slightly different.
I got nothing.
I heard him
I
go
don't
to the
know what to
mouse
do.
and say, "Do I still have that file?" It's right next to the South Park Christmas episode.
That I have.
Never seen it. I don't have a problem with that fact. But I can't say you're wrong.
Not burying the
Don't
lead.
think it really fits the spirit of what we're discussing, but I'll allow
An
it.
abortion of cinema that shouldn't have been seen or ever released.
I mean,
It's
there's so
in
many
them
of
right there.
Cinema's the word here.
There's
That
so
was
many
not-
of those.
That was not a something produced for. Well, no, it kind of was.
Yeah, kind of was.
But
yeah.
yeah. Well, you've violated all that is.
Good night,
holy about
everybody.
the top 3. No. What's your number 1?
How do you finish this up?
I
Yeah.
mean, that's kind of like it's like following Carlin on.
I mean, I did have the
flat
Flatliner remake there, but you can use that for my number 1 if you want.
You could always say
Eh.
Hitler.
like Jojo Rabbit.
Yeah,
I haven't seen that. I gotta see.
it's
that.
excellent.
Oh, movies. Yeah,
Yeah,
it's awesome.
I know it is. I know.
So my number 1 is my original top 3. It's the comic / pop culture. We'll call them franchise killers. Superman 4: The Quest for Peace, Solo, and the Miles Teller Fantastic Four. These things
I've
were
seen
all
one of those.
these things were all in
just
trouble,
the
and
middle
they
one.
decided, yeah. And even though I kind of like Solo to start with, that was the reason that they said, I mean, I guess we should be thanking Solo because they decided we're not making any more movies based off of old characters. We're just going to do TV shows. So maybe that's a godsend.
You
But,
can't recast those characters.
Yeah.
I think that's the lesson
Yeah,
that was learned.
yeah. But these were all 3 movies that had major production problems, whether it was money, directors leaving, writers leaving, etc. And they decided to patch it together and keep going. And they were all 3 just fucking train wrecks.
Which is actually a pretty good, in terms of the spirit of what you were going for there. Things that should have been Batgirl.
Yeah.
It's don't throw good money after bad. Don't fall for the sunk cost fallacy. Look at it as straight math. Well, no, that's more simple than here. We're talking about things that we really think they should
Yeah, I
have known.
totally just went with
bad.
pieces of shit that never should have been released.
Yeah.
No pun
Yep.
intended.
What's the old John Lovitz line? It stinks.
I got to tell you, I'm getting more and more distracted the longer this goes. This DJ, I think he keeps unbuttoning buttons because there's more and more
I
chest
think
hair
so,
popping
yeah.
there.
Oh,
I'm
yeah, no,
saying
there's
it.
no...
As he's leaning into the camera for us. That might have influenced my top 3.
The mint julep
just throw me off.
Hawaiian shirt has been distracting me the whole show.
Yeah.
Thank you. Yeah, I'm slowly morphing into an older human being. It's been nothing but like Aloha shirts the last 3 weeks.
Hey, Random. I'm just getting annoyed here because it's 8:30 p.m.
Is it?
It is 8:30. We're at the end of our time, planned time slot. We've had a good discussion. We reached the top 3. We haven't, offended anybody too much.
Me.
I was given homework today by the Massachusetts Unemployment, Assistance Agency or whatever.
Vandalay Industries.
Yeah, like
You're gonna be a
in order
salesman.
to get the unemployment that I and my employers have paid into for decades and doesn't actually cover my health insurance and mortgage, much less life. In order to get that unemployment, I have to go through a series of hoops to, help establish how they can help me with their career services find jobs. But I'm such a highly specialized person that there's no way in hell any of these questionnaires I'm going to fill out, all this crap I'm going to go through, the assessments I'm going through, none of this is going to help at all.
No, it's not.
You just got to check the boxes.
But now I actually have homework before I have this Zoom with them on Monday morning. But between now and Monday morning, I need to be packing for California, not doing unemployment job homework.
Sounds
like,
like
what color is your parachute?
Sounds like on a conference call. You like sweep? I went to MIT. You make sandwich? I went to MIT.
They did the Mass Hire Career
Large
Center.
coffee,
They did send me a job today. I could be the head of library services access and outreach for the Worcester Library.
What the fuck?
Crickets.
What the fuck is that?
I don't know. But I got it.
You're going to work with the public?
Doesn't that sound kind of awesome?
It does kind of.
Think of the damage I could do before they figured out how bad it was.
Think about how bad you get beaten at the Worcester Public Library.
Don't go
you
work
get
for
the shit
Worcester
kicked out of you.
institutions. No. Heather was like executive director of the art museum for a little while. Didn't last.
Yeah.
I don't think it would pay very well.
No.
Probably not. But I mean, can you put a price on like that kind of experience though?
Helping the youth of Worcester.
Yes.
Like a Mr. Holland's Opus kind of thing, but you end up face down in a dumpster with the shit kicked out of you. Okay, so top 3. So Sean had Battleship, Catwoman, and Master of the Universe. Chris had Speed 2, Batman and Robin, and 2 Broke Girls. Wait, no.
That also would have worked. 2 Broke Girls was a pile of crap too.
And I had Point Break, The Hobbit Trilogy, and Solo, Superman 4, and Fantastic Four.
Why do I feel an edit coming in post?
What a wuss. I'm not editing shit. He can edit it.
I don't have time. I got to pack for California. I'm very busy at work tomorrow.
I thought you were already ahead of the game. You started packing.
I did, and I'm not done yet. I'm having packing problems.
I haven't thought about packing yet.
No. I'll pull up.
My biggest problem is
I need to take
my
this.
biggest problem is Canadian Jesus. Stephen Griss has so
don't have
much
to pack
shit
him.
at
He's
my
gonna take
house.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I've got a box full of crap. I've got glasses. I've got DVDs. I've got books. I've got cassettes.
He
I
shipped
don't know what
more
all
shit to the
I've got
hotel, too.
comics, which I brought then here. So I have to come up with an inventory of Stephen Griss's shit that we're trying to save postage on that I need to bring to Los Angeles so that he can bring from Los Angeles to, Canada. And that's actually my biggest pain in the ass.
The fucking check bag fees are twice as much as the postage.
I know.
Yeah, it's going to be... No, I'm Mosaic.
I love the fact that he shipped it all to you guys.
Yeah. It's I don't think all of it's going to make it, but it might. I really need to look at it.
He has half a suitcase full of stuff for me, too.
Yeah, he better bring the big boy, because I could have swore I saw a post that he shipped stuff to the hotel in California.
Oh, he did. He did. Yeah, I've confirmed that. He's such a selfish dick. Just pay for the postage, you loser.
I told him, I was like, America's no longer your P.O. Box Canuck.
No, hey.
P.O. Box, entirety of USA.
Seriously,
He wants cheap postage, he moves to Buffalo. That's how this works.
There you go.
He's got to come across the border.
That's right.
There you go. Okay, everyone, thanks for listening. Follow us on Twitter at FMan37. Like and subscribe. Like on YouTube, yada, yada, yada. And we'll have we'll try to do one from California. And Chris and I are probably going to try to do some YouTube stuff from Disneyland.
This is a bad idea.
Yeah, it's going to be me and Chris, and Keith Coogan's going to meet us out there. And
we want video proof of you hitting every ride. Because Chris has been promised every ride in both parks.
Except for
DJ I'm like, DJ can't
Why
walk
not
to every ride in
teacups?
both
What's
cars.
wrong with teacups?
No way.
DJ don't spin.
Well, then you should be filming.
Does that mean you're a bottom?
Teacups.
Wait, whatever.
No, we have Genie Plus, and we have from 8 till midnight. We got this.
Are we giving odds? I got you at about 3 o'clock when you blow out the hammy. And Chris is having to drag you around.
I'm a seasoned veteran, Christopher.
I'm almost intrigued enough to go and watch. Almost.
Yeah, I have to get back so that I have time to pack for Ireland. But the knowledge that you guys are spending a day there, and I could be watching, even better, watching with Chris. I mean, just imagine us as like your own personal Statler and Waldorf, following you around,
Laurel and Hardy,
and
I would just
verbally
have-
abusing the shit out of you with insightful comments the entire time.
Just wandering around behind him with a cocktail. Just watching
if
what
you'd like-
happens.
If you'd like to watch and you can't do it in real time, you can follow us at YouTube, Fan Man Podcast on YouTube, and we'll have some videos out there. And while you're there, check out the video versions of our podcast and Action Figure Wishlist. Have a good night, everybody.
That's well done. well
Thank you.
done.
Later.
Hey, good night, everyone.
Later.